Okay, well here's what we cobbled together for the generator. Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another beautiful day here in North Carolina. A little chilly, we had a cold front come through, no big deal, we're in the shop anyway. Working on outfitting the service truck with air compressor and generator. Hopefully you've all seen that video about the two items, and working to try to get it best I can in my mind how I want it in the truck. It's not perfect, but I believe it'll work pretty good. Didn't bring you along yesterday because I spent about 2 hours trying to move everything around and get it just right, and I try this and I try that, it didn't work out. But anyway, we decided on a situation. I've got some holes drilled. Show you what I made here for the generator and how I'm going to work that. And this video will probably span out over several days, if not weeks. I'm not sure when you'll be watching it. Just kind of hit or miss here or there on some projects. I'm getting these two items situated in the truck, and then getting them plumbed out with the cord reel and hose reel and everything, and probably some of the gooseneck hitch, putting the ball in, cutting the hole out in the bed, stuff like that. So a little bit different on the service truck, not the repair work, just kind of trying to get it outfitted like I originally wanted it. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully you enjoy it. Stay tuned. Just had some 1/4 inch, I think it's 2 by 2.5 by 2.5 aluminum angle. Didn't take the time to 45 the corners or TIG weld it, just bolted everything together, took it by buddies and used his bandsaw to cut the aluminum. It's sitting on 1x1 thick walls tubing aluminum, so basically that'll keep the generator up off of the truck bed so that no water will pond up or anything I can blow out from under it. And it'll be simple if I want to remove the generator for any other reason, like if we have a power outage at the house or something, or I just want it off the truck for whatever reason, I can just pick it up out of this basket here. And I'll still have access on both sides. The compressor is going to take up quite a bit of room. It'll go all the way at the front, and then the generator is going to sit right in the center of it. So I do lose quite a bit of my bed as far as hauling, but it's a service truck more than it is a pickup truck, so I think I'll have enough room still for my gooseneck to make all the turns. So let's see if we can get some of this stuff bolted up and bring you back in a few. Alright, let's see what we can do. Like I said, it's got wheels on it, and I want to leave those on there. So, I don't know if I've showed you guys that or not, but the handle flips out and you can roll it wherever you want to. So, trying to keep it as mobile as I can, but situated in the service truck. So that's it, guys. Alright guys, real quick, I'm sure you can't see the tape measure, but right here is 14 inches from the air compressor or the generator bracket back. Goodness. So 4 inches go up to 10 inches. That'll be where the hole starts for the gooseneck hitch. So 8 by 8 by 8, and this is the center hole of where the ball is going to go. So basically I'm still going to have 10 inches from there forward, so no problems at all on that. Probably have to, I couldn't see the ball anyway from the cab, so I'm probably going to rig me up some kind of backup camera here somewhere and mount it so that when I put it in reverse I can see what's going on back here on the ball. Because that's one aggravating thing, try to hook up a gooseneck by yourself if you can't see the ball. So and I do not want to back into that generator. But anyway, I think we'll call it good for today. Like I said, waiting on some parts for the compressor there, the unloader valve, some lines, the gauge, air throttle, and the pulley. So once we get all that, I might bring you along for a little bit of that, and we'll see how long the videos have got. We might make this 2 parts once we get the compressor finished up, and then just put on a second part when I wire everything up and put the reels on here. Stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, after much debate, we finally situated on something. Boy, this has been an ordeal with my OCD. Nothing I could find that matched, for lack of better words. I kept debating on whether to put something on one side or the other, but basically in a nutshell, if we're working here off the driver's side of the truck with air hose, I want to be able to have the cord reel here too, because this box has got all my tools in it, and then this is bigger tools here, and then miscellaneous fluids back here, and everything on the other side of the truck on the work bin is carpentry stuff. So let me climb up here right quick and show you what we've got so far and go from there. All right guys, here it is. This is how it'll pretty much end up when we get everything bolted down. The only thing missing in this picture is the torch tanks themselves. We got a new torch reel there with new hoses. It's Realcraft brand, very good quality. I've had that before. We plumbed in the air compressor up here with a 3/8 coming out on one side, 1/2 inch on the other. The 3/8 of course going to the hose reel. I put a 1/2 inch quick connect there. I'm going to get about a 20-foot piece of 1/2 inch hose for, you know, something stout if I need to run the impact gun with more air to it instead of the 3/8. We got the 3/8 manual hose reel there. I went with manual due to the fact of I can't stand the noise that those reels make. These boxes are not very stout on top without putting a whole nother plate underneath, and they still spider crack the top of the metal. So we put the heavy reel down there, and that'll be pretty light compared because it doesn't have the huge industrial spring. All I've got to do is add a little friction stoppers on it to put a little bit more tension on it. We went with a cord reel there. That's 12/3 SO cord. I think it's 40 feet of cord, 30 feet. I'll do a review on that after a while, what that said online. There were really good reviews on it. So Strongway brand, I believe, sold by Northern Tool. But that'll give me plenty to reach whatever I need to reach around the truck itself. You know, going on the other side of a piece of equipment, back here on the back at the vise or anything like that. And if I need, you know, more distance, I can always add. I've actually got a 10/3 drop cord that's 100 foot long. I can add on if I need to. So that's where we are right now. I got to get everything bolted down. It's kind of messing with my OCD because there's nothing over here. But like I said in the previous clip, this is all carpentry stuff over here, so I'm not sure. I may end up putting some kind of small toolbox there or something. Just, this is how my mind works, guys. I mean, I've been round and round and back and forth about this. Bought something, took it back. Bought something else, took it back, just because I didn't like the aesthetics of it. And I do not like the fact that those two reels don't match, but it is what it is. So might bring you along for a little bit of the bolting down in high speed, and then we'll probably wrap this one up. Service truck will be outfitted. Alright guys, I want to show you something right quick. I use 3M Marine adhesive. When I used to build boats and stuff, 5200 is what you normally use. Putting engines on, stuff like that. That's it, you can almost bond 2 pieces of fiberglass together with it. This is 4000. Use this out like on decking and stuff because it doesn't turn a brownish color like the 5200. And it's a medium strength, kind of like Loctite, if you will. You can get it off, but it doesn't take up gel coat and stuff. Anyway, long story short, I use that anytime I'm drilling holes in a service body or whatever else, because it doesn't dry rot and crack like normal silicone or caulking does, for lack of better words. So we got the holes drilled, and we'll put some of this on there. I took these couple of pieces of aluminum channel that I've got out of scrap. We're going to bolt those on the bottom here on both the ends, and basically that'll keep the reel from doing this. The flex in the tool bed is from side to side, not so much this way. It does with the upright reels, but when you got it spanned out this far, it's going to be more front to back. So this will go from the front of the bed to the back of the bed, keep everything. The hose is not going to be that heavy on here anyway. So, and the if I can find it, the cord reel has a plate of its own, a big thick looks like 1/4 inch plate. that goes on the bottom, and I'm not sure, I may end up, don't have enough hands here, I may end up doing something like this on the plate too, just to help with the other way, but we'll see. Alright guys, well there's the 100 foot of 3/8 hose that I bought when I did the lean-to edition. It's just a cheap rubber hose, but I've got it. I'm going to use it till something happens. The end is the wrong size. I've got to get an adapter. Spin it around here easy. Got the cord reel bolted up and the hose reel. Cord reel, you see the tri-plug there. Good heavy duty cord. I took the stop off of it just so it'd pull that back. I'll put some cord keepers on this to the back of the bed to go over the generator, so when I'm, the generator's in the truck, I can just plug that up, use that. And then hose reel here, everything's good, situated. I think I'm gonna wait. I didn't connect that. I think I'm gonna end up putting a ball valve there just in case something goes wrong with a hose reel, blows a hose out or something. I can shut the air off of the tank. Easier than climbing all the way up in the bed. Of course, you see the gauge down there. I don't know if I showed you that a while ago, 0 to 180 pounds. So, all right, when we get situated, I think we'll just call this one good. All right, everybody, we're gonna wrap it up, call it good on the service truck build. I've showed you everything I believe I can show you. I've got a few other additions to put in, the oxygen acetylene tanks. I got the reel mounted down, hose reel, cord reel, all that stuff. Get everything situated. I'll bring you back for a clip or two on another video once we get everything working, like we've been talking about. But I don't want to continue to just bore you with the same old monotonous work. Try to get a video of what I'm doing at that particular moment. It's been several days since I worked on it, so pretty tickled with the outcome. Looking forward to having it going. When I finished up hay here the last time this year, I could have very easily blown off everything in the field, not brought all that junk up here, greased everything, whatever. I think I've said it before, but I'm not putting the fuel tank in here, mainly because I don't go off the farm. So I've got to put a new pump in the off-road tank actually, and I think I'm going to move it down and put it inside the lean-to down there. There's enough room between, because the track loader, that comes in handy with the service truck, being able to take it to the track loader, and the fuel, because I don't like driving it up here in the yard and tearing everything up, but that's another story. So not sure when you'll be watching this, probably several weeks, maybe just a week or so, but today's October 25th, it's my birthday, so me and the wife are going to head off to the coast in the morning for our yearly trip. I've been off from the daily all week. Today's Tuesday, like I said, so we'll shut down here at the farm for a couple of days, see what happens, and go from there. So I really appreciate everybody continuing to follow along the journey with me here. I know it's up and down, field work slowing down, we got a lot of shop work and a lot of building and stuff, but from what I understand, that's what farmers do in the winter, play catch up from what they couldn't do in the summer when the weather gets bad. So that's what we're doing, and I think getting the service truck dialed in before the weather does get bad is going to come in handy, especially with some of these building projects and the nail gun. I can take the truck to it instead of dragging hose all out on the ground. So we'll see what happens over the next week or so. Until next time, thank you.